Ladies and gentlemen, improvement isn't a coincidence, it's a choice. Every day we stand at a crossroads. One path leads to growth, the other to stagnation. If you truly want to change your life, you must commit to radical improvement, not just wish for it. Clarity of purpose is the foundation upon which a meaningful life is built. It is the driving force behind every great achievement, every innovation, and every lasting success. When a person lacks a clear sense of purpose, they are like a ship sailing without a destination, drifting aimlessly wherever the currents take them. Without purpose, success becomes an endless pursuit with no sense of fulfillment, no sense of arrival. Fulfilled, no sense of arrival. It becomes a race where the finish line keeps moving further away, leading to exhaustion, frustration, and ultimately a feeling of emptiness. People who achieve extraordinary things in life are not necessarily the most talented or the most fortunate. They are the ones who have a deep understanding of why they do what they do. Purpose provides direction, a sense of meaning, and a reason to persist even when faced with obstacles. Without it, no amount of effort will ever feel satisfying. No amount of success will ever feel enough. A person who lacks purpose may accumulate wealth, recognition, or power, yet still feel a void within because they never truly defined what they were working toward. Purpose is not just about setting goals. It is about aligning your actions with something greater than personal gain. It is about identifying what truly matters to you and committing to it with unwavering dedication. When people operate from a place of purpose, they don't need external motivation to keep going. They wake up with a sense of excitement, knowing that their actions are contributing to something meaningful. They are not easily discouraged by setbacks because their purpose acts as an anchor, keeping them steady even in turbulent times. One of the greatest challenges people face is the pressure to conform to societal expectations rather than discovering their own unique purpose. Many people spend years pursuing careers, relationships, or lifestyles that do not align with their core values, only to find themselves feeling disconnected and unfulfilled. They chase external validation, believing that success is defined by what others expect of them rather than by what truly resonates with their own identity. This is why so many individuals, even after reaching high levels of success, still feel lost. They have climbed the ladder only to realize it was leaning against the wrong wall. Finding clarity of purpose requires introspection, a willingness to ask difficult questions, and the courage to step away from what is familiar. It requires peeling away the layers of societal conditioning and discovering what truly ignites passion and commitment. It involves identifying what problems you care about solving, what impact you want to make, and what values you refuse to compromise on. Once this clarity is achieved, decision-making becomes easier because every choice is filtered through the lens of purpose. People with a strong sense of purpose do not get easily distracted by temporary setbacks or fleeting pleasures. They are not overwhelmed by comparison because they are focused on their own path. They do not feel the need to prove themselves to anyone because they know why they are doing what they do. This level of clarity creates a sense of confidence and resilience that is rare in a world where so many are still searching for direction. When purpose is clear, obstacles become stepping stones and challenges become opportunities for growth. Without it, even the greatest achievements can feel meaningless. Discipline is the key to achieving anything meaningful in life. It is the invisible force that separates those who dream from those who achieve. While motivation is often seen as the fuel for success, it is unreliable, fleeting, and dependent on emotions. Some days you will feel inspired and ready to take on the world. Other days you will feel tired, discouraged, or uninterested. If you rely on motivation alone, your progress will be inconsistent. Discipline, on the other hand, is what keeps you moving forward even when you don't feel like it. It is about showing up every single day, regardless of your mood, energy levels, or external circumstances. People often wait to feel motivated before they take action, but this is a flawed approach. The most successful individuals do not wait for motivation. They create habits and systems that keep them on track no matter how they feel. They understand that progress is built through daily repetition, not through occasional bursts of inspiration. Athletes train even when they are tired. Writers write even when they don't feel creative. Entrepreneurs work on their businesses even when they lack enthusiasm. They all understand that success is not a product of excitement, but of commitment. Discipline requires making decisions that prioritize long-term success over short-term comfort. It is easy to hit the snooze button, skip a workout, procrastinate on a project, or indulge in distractions. However, each of these small choices adds up over time. The difference between success and failure is not one big moment, but a series of daily decisions. When discipline becomes a habit, the need for motivation diminishes because taking action becomes automatic. You don't think about whether you feel like doing something, you just do it. There's a misconception that discipline is restrictive or deprives people of freedom, but in reality, it creates freedom. When you develop discipline, you gain control over your life. You are no longer a slave to impulses, distractions, or excuses. You build the ability to push through discomfort and do what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. This leads to increased confidence because you start to trust yourself. You no longer rely on external circumstances to determine your actions. Instead, you develop the inner strength to keep going, even in the face of adversity. The most successful people in any field have mastered the art of discipline. They have trained themselves to take action, regardless of whether they are motivated or not. They do not let emotions dictate their work ethic. They do not make excuses. They do not wait for perfect conditions. They understand that consistency is what creates results. Even when progress seems slow, they keep going because they know that success is built through small, repeated efforts over time. Discipline is what turns ordinary people into extraordinary achievers. It is what allows someone to go from average to exceptional. It is what transforms potential into reality. It is not an innate talent, but a skill that can be developed. The moment you stop relying on motivation and start embracing discipline, your entire life begins to change. You become the kind of person who follows through, who stays committed, and who does what needs to be done, no matter what. The people you surround yourself with play a crucial role in shaping your mindset, habits, and ultimately your success. Your environment influences your thoughts, behaviors, and ambitions more than you may realize. Whether you are striving for personal growth, career success, or emotional well-being, the company you keep can either propel you forward or hold you back. The individuals around you are like mirrors, reflecting your potential or reinforcing your limitations. If you spend time with people who are negative, unmotivated, or complacent, their mindset will begin to seep into your own thinking. However, when you surround yourself with people who are ambitious, disciplined, and growth-oriented, you naturally start to adopt their habits and perspectives. Success is not just about talent or hard work, it is also about positioning yourself in the right environment. If you are constantly surrounded by individuals who complain, make excuses, or settle for mediocrity, it becomes increasingly difficult to rise above that level. You may have great aspirations, but if your environment does not support them, you will struggle to make meaningful progress. Conversely, when you align yourself with people who challenge you, push you to improve, and encourage you to pursue excellence, you start to operate at a higher level. Their energy, mindset, and work ethic become contagious, making success feel more attainable and natural. One of the greatest challenges in elevating your circle is the realization that not everyone is meant to grow with you. There may be friends, colleagues, or even family members who do not share your vision or who resist change. Some people fear growth because it forces them to confront their own stagnation. They may subtly discourage you, question your ambitions, or try to keep you in the same place because your progress makes them uncomfortable. It is important to recognize these influences and set boundaries to protect your energy and focus. This does not mean cutting people off completely, but rather being intentional about how much time and energy you invest in relationships that do not align with your goals. The best way to elevate your circle is to actively seek out those who inspire and challenge you. This could mean finding mentors, joining groups or communities of like-minded individuals, or even consuming content from successful and disciplined people. Being in the presence of those who have achieved what you aspire to accomplish shifts your mindset. It makes big goals seem possible. and it teaches you the habits and thought processes necessary to reach them. Surrounding yourself with high achievers forces you to level up because you no longer want to be the least disciplined or the least ambitious person in the room. Your environment should fuel your ambition, not drain it. When you are around people who think big, take action, and continuously strive for improvement, you naturally adopt those qualities. You start to see challenges as opportunities, failures as lessons, and success as an expectation rather than a distant dream. Elevating your circle is not about arrogance or exclusivity. It is about ensuring that the people around you contribute to your growth rather than hinder it. The right environment can accelerate your progress in ways that self-discipline alone cannot. Who you choose to associate with today will determine the trajectory of your future. Knowledge is the foundation of growth, success, and innovation. It is the single most valuable investment you can make because it compounds over time, shaping the way you think, solve problems, and navigate life. A person who consistently seeks knowledge never remains stagnant. They continue to evolve, adapt, and expand their potential in ways that others do not. In a world that is constantly changing, those who commit to lifelong learning position themselves ahead of the curve. They are not limited by what they already know, but are continuously growing, exploring, and improving. The most successful individuals in any field are those who prioritize learning. They understand that knowledge is the key to unlocking new opportunities, solving complex challenges, and staying relevant in an ever-changing landscape. Whether in business, technology, health, or personal development, those who invest in learning are the ones who make the greatest impact. Knowledge is not just about acquiring information, it is about applying what you learn to create better results. When you commit to expanding your understanding, you develop the ability to think critically, make informed decisions, and improve your overall effectiveness in every area of life. Many people stop learning after they complete formal education, believing that their degree or certification is enough to carry them through life. However, the world does not remain static, and neither should your knowledge. Industries evolve, new technologies emerge, and better ways of thinking and doing things are constantly being discovered. Those who refuse to learn beyond what they were initially taught quickly become outdated. On the other hand, those who embrace continuous learning remain competitive, adaptable, and ahead of their peers. They do not rely on what they once knew. They actively seek out new information, perspectives, and insights that help them grow. The way you invest in knowledge matters. Simply consuming information is not enough. You must be intentional about how you learn and apply what you learn. Reading books, listening to podcasts, attending seminars, and engaging with thought leaders are all ways to expand your knowledge base. However, knowledge without action is wasted potential. The true power of learning comes from implementing what you learn in real-life situations. Each time you apply new knowledge, you gain experience, refine your skills, and increase your ability to navigate challenges effectively. Investing in knowledge also means being open to different perspectives and challenging your own beliefs. Growth happens when you expose yourself to new ideas, even those that may contradict your current way of thinking. The ability to learn from different viewpoints and adapt to new information is what sets apart those who continue to evolve from those who remain stuck in outdated patterns. A closed mind is a stagnant mind, but a mind that remains curious and open to learning is one that continues to expand. Knowledge is the one investment that no one can take away from you. It does not depreciate, it does not fade, and it does not lose value over time. The more you learn, the more capable and confident you become. A person who continuously seeks knowledge is always growing, always improving, and always prepared for the next opportunity. In a world where change is constant, the ability to learn and adapt is the greatest asset anyone can have. Discomfort is the gateway to growth. It is the space where transformation happens, where potential is unlocked, and where limits are redefined. The natural tendency of the human mind is to seek comfort, stability, and familiarity. However, true progress only occurs when you step outside of what is familiar and challenge yourself in ways that force you to grow. If life feels too easy, it means you are staying within your comfort zone, avoiding the very experiences that would push you to become better. Growth is not found in routine. It is found in the moments when you are stretched, challenged, and required to step into something unknown. Every great achievement is born from a willingness to embrace discomfort. The most successful individuals, whether in business, sports, or personal development, understand that real progress is never comfortable. Athletes push their bodies beyond exhaustion to build strength. Entrepreneurs take financial risks and step into uncertainty to create new opportunities. Artists challenge their creativity by experimenting with new styles and techniques. None of these people succeed by staying where they are comfortable. They succeed because they intentionally place themselves in situations that demand growth, adaptation, and resilience. One of the biggest reasons people fail to reach their full potential is the fear of discomfort. They avoid difficult conversations, challenging tasks, and uncertain situations because they fear failure, rejection, or struggle. But growth is impossible without these experiences. The moment you decide to avoid discomfort, you also decide to remain the same. The key to unlocking your next level in life is to lean into discomfort, not run from it. It is in the moments of struggle that you develop resilience, strength, and new abilities that would otherwise remain dormant. Discomfort is often mistaken for a sign that something is wrong, when in reality it is a sign that something is changing. When you push yourself into unfamiliar territory, whether learning a new skill, starting a new business, or challenging a personal belief, it feels uncomfortable because your brain is adapting to something new. But this discomfort is proof that you are growing. If everything feels easy, if you are not evolving, it means you are not evolving. Growth requires friction, just as muscles require resistance to become stronger. The more you expose yourself to discomfort, the more capable and resilient you become. Stepping into discomfort is not about seeking pain or hardship for the sake of it. It is about understanding that struggle is a necessary part of progress. It is about embracing the idea that being uncomfortable is not a sign to stop, it is a sign to keep going. The greatest breakthroughs happen when you persist through difficulty rather than retreat from it. Over time, what once felt uncomfortable becomes second nature, and your ability to handle challenges increases. The mindset shift required is to see discomfort not as something to avoid, but as something to pursue. If a goal does not challenge you, it will not change you. If a task does not make you uncomfortable, it is not stretching you. The most significant transformations in life happen when you step beyond the familiar, embrace uncertainty, and push yourself to become more than you were before. Control over your reactions is one of the most powerful skills a person can develop. Life is unpredictable, and challenges, setbacks, and frustrations are inevitable. However, success is not determined by what happens to you, but by how you choose to respond. Emotional mastery is the ability to remain composed, thoughtful, and intentional in your reactions rather than being controlled by impulses, emotions, or external circumstances. Those who master their emotions gain an advantage in every area of life: relationships, business, decision-making, and personal growth. The ability to remain calm under pressure, to respond with clarity rather than react with emotion, is a hallmark of strong leadership and long-term success. Many people go through life allowing external events and other people to dictate their emotional state. They react impulsively to criticism, frustration, or failure, often making decisions they later regret. They allow anger, fear, or anxiety to cloud their judgment, leading to actions that do not align with their true goals. But emotional reactions, when left unchecked, can derail progress and create unnecessary problems. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle is often their ability to pause, reflect, and choose their response rather than letting emotions dictate their actions. Emotional control does not mean suppressing feelings or pretending not to be affected by challenges. It means acknowledging emotions while refusing to let them control behavior. There is a moment between an event and your response where you have the power to choose. In that moment, you can either react impulsively or take a step back, process the situation, and respond in a way that aligns with your goals. The ability to do this consistently separates those who thrive from those who remain stuck in cycles of frustration and regret. Mastering your reactions starts with self-awareness, recognizing your emotional triggers, understanding what situations make you feel reactive, and being mindful of your thought patterns are key steps in gaining control. Many people operate on autopilot, reacting to situations without considering the consequences. However, by becoming aware of emotional triggers and practicing mindfulness, you create space between stimulus and response. This space is where power lies. The power to choose patience over frustration, logic over impulse, and growth over stagnation. One of the most effective ways to control reactions is by shifting perspective. When faced with adversity, instead of reacting emotionally, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I use this situation to grow? Seeing challenges as opportunities rather than threats changes the way you respond. Instead of reacting with anger or frustration, you approach problems with curiosity and resilience. This mindset not only prevents emotional outbursts, but also helps in making better decisions and maintaining stronger relationships. The greatest leaders, entrepreneurs, and visionaries all share the ability to control their reactions. They do not let criticism shake their confidence or setbacks break their focus. They understand that their energy is best spent on solutions rather than complaints. They recognize that emotional mastery is not about ignoring emotions, but about using them constructively. By choosing thoughtful responses over impulsive reactions, they create an environment of stability, confidence, and long-term success. Emotional control is not just a skill, it is a superpower that leads to better decision-making, stronger relationships, and a greater ability to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and resilience. Developing a long-term mindset is one of the most important shifts a person can make in their approach to life, success, and personal growth. In a world that constantly promotes instant gratification, it is easy to fall into the trap of seeking quick wins, easy solutions, and overnight success. However, the most successful individuals understand that real achievement is not built in days or weeks. It is the result of years of consistent effort, patience, and strategic thinking. Playing the long game means focusing on sustainable growth, making decisions that benefit you in the future, and committing to a process rather than just an immediate outcome. One of the biggest reasons people fail to achieve their goals is that they expect instant results. They start a business and expect immediate profits. They begin working out and want instant physical transformation. They invest in learning a new skill but get discouraged when mastery does not come quickly. When results take longer than expected, many people give up, assuming that their efforts are not working. The truth is that anything worthwhile takes time. The most successful people in any field do not look for shortcuts. They embrace the process, understanding that consistency and patience will always produce better outcomes than rushing for quick rewards. A long-term mindset requires shifting focus from short-term pleasures to long-term gains. This means prioritizing what will benefit you in the future over what feels good right now. It is easy to take the comfortable path, to skip a workout, procrastinate on a project, or choose entertainment over education. However, every time you choose short-term comfort over long-term growth, you delay your success. The people who accomplish the most are those who resist the temptation of instant gratification and instead invest in actions that may not pay off immediately, but will compound over time. Success is not about how fast you get results, but about how well you sustain them. Many people achieve short-term wins, but fail to maintain them because they never built the foundation for long-term success. Crash diets lead to temporary weight loss, but fail in the long run because they are not sustainable. Get-rich-quick schemes may provide temporary money, but do not create lasting financial security. True success comes from playing the long game, building strong habits, making strategic decisions, and staying committed even when progress seems slow. Developing a long-term mindset also means being willing to sacrifice immediate rewards for greater future benefits. This could mean working hard now so that you can have financial freedom later, learning new skills today so that you can advance in your career tomorrow, or building meaningful relationships rather than chasing temporary connections. Every decision you make today is either an investment in your future or a step away from it. The most successful people do not just think about where they want to be in a month or a year, they think in decades. The key to long-term success is patience. Most people overestimate what they can achieve in a short period, but underestimate what they can accomplish in the long run with consistent effort. Those who play the long game understand that persistence beats speed. They do not get discouraged by slow progress because they know that small daily improvements add up to massive results over time. They build their success brick by brick, focusing on sustainable growth rather than fleeting victories. Obstacles are an inevitable part of life, but how you respond to them determines your growth, success, and resilience. Every challenge you face carries an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to develop the strength needed to move forward. The most successful people do not view setbacks as roadblocks, they see them as fuel. Instead of complaining or giving up when faced with adversity, they adapt, adjust, and use the challenge as motivation to push forward. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is not the presence or absence of obstacles, but their mindset toward them. When challenges arise, many people focus on what they have lost, how unfair the situation is, or why things did not go as planned. This mindset leads to frustration, stagnation, and missed opportunities. Winners, on the other hand, ask themselves, how can I use this? What can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? By shifting the focus from frustration to opportunity, they transform obstacles into stepping stones. Every difficulty holds a lesson, and those who are willing to find it come out stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future success. Adversity is not meant to break you. It is meant to shape you. Many of the most successful individuals have faced enormous setbacks before reaching their breakthrough. Business leaders have faced bankruptcies, athletes have suffered injuries, and innovators have encountered repeated failures. What separates them from the rest is their ability to turn failure into fuel. Instead of seeing rejection as a sign to quit, they see it as a lesson to improve. Instead of letting failure define them, they use it to refine their approach and come back stronger. The ability to adapt in the face of difficulty is what creates long-term success. One of the most powerful ways to use obstacles as fuel is by developing resilience. Resilience is not about avoiding hardship, but about facing it head-on and coming out stronger on the other side. It is built through experience. Each time you overcome a challenge, you prove to yourself that you are capable of handling more. With each setback, you develop mental toughness, emotional control, and the confidence to tackle even bigger challenges. Those who embrace adversity rather than fear it develop an unstoppable mindset that allows them to thrive in any situation. Obstacles also force you to think differently. When the usual path is blocked, you are pushed to find new solutions, think creatively, and innovate. Some of the greatest inventions, businesses, and ideas have come from challenges that force people to approach problems in new ways. Difficulty breeds innovation, and those who welcome challenges with an open mind often discover opportunities they would have never considered otherwise. Complaining about obstacles does not change the situation, but taking action does. Those who rise above setbacks do not waste energy on blaming others, making excuses, or dwelling on what went wrong. They focus on what they can control, adjust their approach, and use the challenge as motivation to push harder. Every obstacle has the potential to become the driving force behind your next big success if you choose to use it as fuel rather than a reason to quit. Authenticity is one of the most powerful assets a person can have. In a world where people are constantly trying to fit in, seeking approval, and shaping themselves to meet external expectations, standing firmly in who you truly are is rare, and it is what sets the most successful individuals apart. Trying to fit in may provide temporary comfort, but it ultimately keeps you small. True success does not come from conforming, it comes from embracing your uniqueness, standing by your values, and being unapologetically yourself. Those who are relentlessly authentic attract the right opportunities, build meaningful relationships, and create a life that is aligned with their purpose. Many people spend their lives wearing masks, presenting a version of themselves that they believe will be accepted by society, their peers, or even their families. They adjust their personalities, opinions, and goals to match what is expected rather than what they truly desire. But when you live to please others, you lose yourself. You suppress your strengths, silence your voice, and limit your potential. The energy spent trying to fit in could be used to grow, create, and make an impact in a way that is uniquely yours. Success is not about blending in, it is about standing out by being fully and confidently yourself. Authenticity requires courage. It means being willing to be different, to be misunderstood, and even to be criticized. Many people fear being judged, so they play it safe, staying within the lines of what is considered acceptable. But the most influential and successful individuals are those who dare to be different. They do not change themselves to gain approval. They create success on their own terms. They build businesses, movements, and personal brands based on their true identity rather than a version that is designed to impress others. Being authentic does not mean refusing to grow or change. It means evolving in a way that aligns with your core values and beliefs rather than shifting to fit someone else's mold. It means making decisions that feel right to you, even if they are not popular. It means listening to your intuition rather than constantly seeking external validation. The moment you stop trying to fit in and start embracing who you really are, you unlock a level of freedom and confidence that cannot be achieved through external approval. Authenticity also builds trust and deeper connections. People can sense when someone is being genuine and when they are pretending to be something they are not. In business, relationships, and leadership, authenticity is what makes others believe in you. It allows you to connect with people on a real level because they know you are not hiding behind a facade. When you are authentic, you attract the right people, those who align with your values and respect you for who you truly are. Living authentically also means refusing to shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Many people dim their light because they fear standing out or making others uncomfortable with their success. But shrinking yourself serves no one. The world needs people who are fully themselves, who embrace their strengths, and who are unafraid to be different. Those who achieve the greatest success are not the ones who try to fit in, they are the ones who refuse to. The path to a dramatically improved life is not about seeking shortcuts or waiting for the perfect moment. It is about making intentional choices every single day. Success is built on clarity of purpose, disciplined action, and a commitment to lifelong growth. It requires surrounding yourself with the right people, stepping outside your comfort zone, and embracing challenges as opportunities. The most successful individuals do not let emotions control their actions, nor do they chase instant gratification. Instead, they develop a long-term mindset, remain authentic to who they are, and use every setback as fuel to propel them forward. Your life changes the moment you decide to take full responsibility for it. No one else will do the work for you, and no external force will hand you success. It is in your daily habits, your mindset, and your ability to adapt that real transformation happens. The future you want is not created by a single big decision. It is shaped by the small, consistent actions you take every day. Those who achieve greatness are not the ones who wait for opportunities, they are the ones who create them. Commit to becoming the person who relentlessly pursues growth, refuses to settle, and embraces the journey with confidence. Your best life is waiting. Go build it.